Want to know what a real man would tell their lady about love and life? You're in the right place. This is Hello Ladies with Rom Wills. Rom Wills is an author, speaker, and proud father. Grab some wine, sit back, and enjoy.
Hello, ladies. Welcome to my spot. Don't lose a man over a changeable situation. Seriously, ladies. You know what? I'm not exaggerating when I've said I've dealt with thousands of women. And let's be clear. I ain't saying I had sex with thousands of women. I've just dealt with everything from just a straight up rejection to acquaintances, friendships, women I knew, everything. Of course, went all the way to sex. And I've seen it. So I've heard everything. In fact, I'm waiting for the day that a woman will hit me with something new. Seriously. I'm waiting for that day. Last time a woman hit me with something new was about 1995. Seriously. That's the last time a woman said something to me. It was just totally new. And I even told her, I said, damn, you hit me with something new. Shoot. You actually said something that I was like, damn, I didn't expect that. Anyway, right? But one of the things that I've seen with a lot of ladies, right? A woman will lose a man, or she'll like break up with him or kick him to the curb over some minor shit. Like I said, some minor shit, a good man. And these ain't just some guy. See, here's the thing about it. It's not just a guy who's just some bum dude or some dude just got on your nerves. In fact, the women have said, scores of women have said, yeah, when, it was something small. It'd be some tiny thing. Like, she didn't like how his brown shoes match a particular shade of maybe brown or something. They ain't matching. Or she ain't like his style of shoe. Well, I'm going to get into that style thing in the next podcast with you. Or that, she went over his place or something and, she didn't like how it was decorated. I'll be like, was it clean? Yeah, but I ain't like how it was decorated. I ain't like that TV stand. I was like, okay. Or, they had a particular painting or something. It'd be some like little tiny stuff, right? And okay, if a woman ain't feeling it, fine. But what always happens, because it's a two-parter, they'll do it, but then a little while later, after they've been, dogged out or been alone enough, they be like, well, you know what? I was crazy. I didn't let him go over some small stuff. There's some tiny stuff. Now, if you let a man go over some personality thing, like y'all just don't really click like that, or you really, really, really just don't find him physically, well, usually if you don't find him physically attractive, you don't mess with him to begin with. But let's say you give him a chance anyway, and you still, it still ain't developed, and you roll with him off of that, okay, we can get that. All right, like personality is something that's tough to change, And the only really physical thing that y'all should roll for is the dude refuse to change his body. Like if he all out of shape or something, he don't want to hit the gym or something. Okay, I can get that. Ladies, I can understand that. But ladies, y'all be over like, oh, I don't like his car. He can get a new car. Shit. He might just be driving it for a bit just to, just save some money or something. He might be saving up for that, like, expensive car, if that's the thing. I mean, and ladies, let me just be clear before I go further. Rejecting a man over some material thing is kind of stupid. He can always buy it, He can get that fancy car. Or you don't like the style of shoes he has. I don't know, get him a gift. You can get another style of shoes. Shoot, if he like Rom I gotta stop myself from buying shoes. I got some shoes in my closet. I've only worn them once. I probably need to hit up a friend of mine who got a consignment shop, but I'm just rambling a little bit now. But seriously, a changeable situation, it'd be like, well, you know what? I didn't like that shade of blue on him. Nah, ladies, trust me, I've heard this. Or he likes something. It don't be the serious stuff like, oh, he just unhygienic. I'm like, okay, if he don't wash his ass, okay, fine. Yeah, I can roll. or you find out he's abusive or something. Well, don't roll, run, fly out that joint, fly, levitate, some, get out of that thing. But changeable, and usually it's the changeable thing is usually some materialistic shit. You don't like where he lived. Well, what is he doing to get out of it? Okay, like say you go to visit him. He living in that poor neighborhood. And I've heard a couple, more than a few women say, well, I ain't like the neighborhood he live in. Okay, that's where he at now. All you had to do was just ask if you don't like it, which is fair, but don't lose the guy because he can move from the neighborhood. Shoot, you might say that road from him. Then the next month he'd move into a luxury place, or shoot, you might say, well, I don't like where you live. He live in this poor neighborhood and everything. I can't mess with him. And of course you don't tell him, but then you probably block him or something. But then you happen to see you check his social media or something, and he's standing in front of the new house he got. You look at the date he bought it. It was like he put something down on it the next day. He closed the deal the next day. He just hadn't told you. Seriously, don't. If it's changeable, ladies, seriously. Because, ladies, look, we got to be real out here. A lot of y'all losing a good man off some dumbass shit. I'm just going to say it's some dumbass shit. Seriously, when I hear where a woman don't want to deal with a particular man, I'm like, how come it can't be like he's a serial killer? And I'm only half joking when I say that. Because then it's understandable. And it's even understandable if you say you ain't physically attracted to him like that you tried to make it work. That's understandable. I don't even hear that. I be talking to the ladies. They be like, no, he's very handsome. But I ain't like his glasses. Okay, did you say like, hey, I don't really like those glasses. Could you get some more? Or even say, hey, you know what? Do that slick way some of y'all do. Some smart women do. They'll take them to an eyeglass place and say, hey, I like these. And, you take care of him a certain way. He'll think it's his idea. But nah, it'd be like, I don't like it. All that stuff. And I'm like, okay, but that could change right away. And I'm get into this a little bit more later, but it's always something changeable. Look at it seriously. If it's especially if it's a material thing. Material come and go. Let me share something with y'all ladies. I remember when I was a freshman in college, right? And Rom, that first year in college, Rom was sporty. I'd be going to class with a shirt and necktie on. Had my polos, shirts, everything. I'd be fly. But then I was like staying in this campus-owned apartment as a freshman. And I'll never forget, I'm in my pajamas. Not even pajama top, just pajama bottoms, which was something because I usually just slept in my underwear. All of a sudden, I get some bang on the door. The building I'm in is on fire. So all that fly gear was burnt up. All of it was burnt up. And then, I had to borrow clothes. I had to borrow shoes from somebody just to get my ass home. I had to borrow somebody's shoes just to get home, right? And I was in Philly. I had to go back to D.C., right? And I was just like, you know what? And I ain't gonna lie, I was really identified with all that stuff. And I got some attention with some women behind it. But then afterwards, I said, you know what? That shit disappeared just like that. Because, just to finish out the school year, I was just wearing some stuff from a surplus store, Army surplus store, and just chilling. But it was material. Anything material can be replaced. Anything material. Don't lose a man over that. He can change his shoes. He can get a new pair of shoes. He probably looking for it. He can get another car. He probably working for it. You don't like how the stand his TV is on or something. Shoot, he can always get a stand. He was probably looking for it. Shit can change. Shit can change. Shoot, even if he's sleeping on an air mattress, he can always get a mattress. You don't know the situation. I'll share this with y'all. When I separated from my ex-wife, I was on an air mattress for a couple years. Money was real tight with the first separation. Ain't the case now, but I was able to get a bed at some point, but at first, shoot, it was enough just to keep the rent paid. Keep the rent paid and everything else paid I had to deal with. You know? So it was like, hey, now what if somebody, well, I'll just say the ladies who came over didn't mind the air mattress, but what if one did? You know? What if one did? So, ladies, don't lose a man over a changeable situation, all right? Seriously. Yeah, lose them over some major personality flaws or something. Nothing wrong with that, but don't lose them over some material thing that can be replaced, okay? So anyway, ladies, I want y'all to think on that, and I'll get back with y'all. Peace and blessings.